7:30. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, this is where I've lost over 200 pounds on a ketogenic low carb diet. Trying to get back to my lowest because I got the C word multiple times and it has messed me up so bad. My whole system is messed up. Also, my cats are in the video. Like right now, I'm leaving the neutering place because spayed and neutering, because I just dropped off the last two babies to be spayed. So I'm a nervous wreck. It is like 7:30 in the morning. Did I say that? I'm a nervous wreck because I don't want anything to go wrong. And yeah, when I brought the boys a few months ago, I wasn't nervous, but then I got a phone call that one of them had a, I think, stage 3 heart murmur, so they couldn't get surgery on it, which meant every girl I owned needed to go get surgery. And every single time I drop them off, I have to hold my breath that they have nothing wrong with them and they can have the surgery. They do it different. Sharkies, they got all the tests ran before, like a week before surgery, and you would know if there was something wrong. But the girls is that day. Well, this clinic is that day. So I always wait for the phone call because last time the girls, one of them was overweight, but I told them to do the surgery because it should be fine, just like a human. We give overweight humans surgeries, and she was fine. So I'm just praying I get no phone calls from them because they're definitely not overweight. They're little babies. So it's that kind of day. I have my black coffee with the 3 tablespoons of butter beside me. Let me go ahead and show you my morning glucose and ketones. Okay, it is 6:30 a.m. This is why I can't sleep. I don't know if y'all can hear that noise back and forth, but I have to go get the girls fixed, so everyone's really hyper and hungry and mad because I'm not feeding them. So it sounds like we have a zoo here. Got me my black coffee going. I'm putting 2 tablespoons of butter in it because I woke up hungry, which is crazy because I ended up eating a lot of bacon yesterday. I ate a pound and a half, probably, like a pack and a half of bacon. Of course, it's not really a pound once you cook it. So much of that fat cooks off of it. Hold on. So, glucose 84 again. If I don't have ketones this morning, it would be because of stress and no sleep, because I pounded the bacon yesterday. Come on, ketones. Show me ketones. Show me some beautiful ketones like yesterday. That's okay. Still ketosis. 0.5. Okay, my ketones dropped, but I wasn't sure if they would or not. 1, I was extremely stressed. 2, my sleep was horrible, y'all. I went to bed like at 12, and my cats kept waking me up all night long because it was storming extremely bad. And they woke me up just all night long, and Piper's back to being a baby where she wants to nurse on me ever since she got fixed. And last night she kept biting me because I ignored her. Because she wants you to wake, she slapped you in the face to wake up and look her in the eyes, and I just kept ignoring her and she kept biting me. So around 4 a.m. I was so tired I couldn't get my butt out of bed to go shove them out of the room. And then sometimes they just scrape the door and cry. Plus they were all hungry. I had to take their food away at 11 last night for the surgery. No one got to eat after that time, and they normally eat around 4 a.m. because my sleep's all messed up. So they were hungry. But at 4 a.m. I threw them all out and got to sleep for about 2 more hours. But I didn't get 4 hours of sleep, and I didn't get 2 hours straight sleep because during that 2 hours I had to pee twice. So I am doing the BBBE challenge, the harder core version. I am probably going to add, I haven't done it yet, and I'm not going to do it yet until I start suffering from headaches again. We'll see after today, that's for sure. But it's day 4 of the challenge, day 13 of October. I'm trying to remember everything. So the BBBE challenge, if you don't know what it is, it's butter, bacon, eggs. Beef, butter, bacon, eggs, yeah. And light salt. And some people have unflavored collagen. You're not really supposed to have MCT oils and stuff or powders, however, they help with severe headaches, and I'd rather have that than have ibuprofen 800 milligrams, because that's the only thing that knocks out my headaches, and I have to take it multiple times in a day. And we all know it takes about 1 week to clear my system, and I had to take it on day 2, I think it was, of this challenge. My migraine was horrible. The one thing I learned going carnivore a few years back, when I did it for like 3 months, not only did I shock my body too much because I didn't realize I should be supplementing magnesium because I didn't know better. Might have been 4 years now, somewhere around there. I didn't know better, and I got very sick. I stressed my body out so bad that my hair ended up breaking and falling out. And I only did it for like 60 days, y'all. I didn't even stick to it that long. But I learned some things. But I've been keto, like really ketovore. Let me rephrase this, like really low, 20 total carbs or less for so long. Some of these adapting things, I didn't think I was going to suffer from. All right, when you first go keto, you might get flu-like symptoms, migraines, nausea, bone pain, you know, like you have the flu, and that's just because your electrolytes are off. I knew that, so I made sure to have all my electrolytes going on, right? You get plenty of potassium out of your meat, at least I definitely do. My potassium levels sometimes are too high. I soak everything in salt, Himalayan salt, but my sodium is always low. I can never drink enough salt, eat enough salt for my sodium to not be low when I get my blood work done, ever. It's crazy. And I take more than enough magnesium. I actually take about 50 milligrams more than I should because I'm a little lazy and I don't feel like cutting my pills. But I've been doing it for a long time, and when my tests come back, sometimes they're eating a tiny bit low still. So I don't think I'm hurting myself, that's for sure, because it's not high. So I was prepared. I had all that ready to go. Taking my pills each night for magnesium, sucking down the pink Himalayan salt. I put it in my coffee. I put it on everything I eat. So I was like, I'm not going to have no headache or flu-like symptoms. Ooh, boy, did I get a migraine. I got a vicious, horrible migraine. But I was going from 20 total carbs to basically none. Okay, everything has a little carb in it. If you eat like a certain amount of boneless, skinless chicken breast, it will have carbs in it. Not a whole lot. It's like 1, 2, 3, something like that. And then eggs do. Each egg is 0.9. At least mine is for sure. So basically 2 eggs is 1.5 carbs, but I haven't been eating eggs. So I drained everything. No sweet and low, no stevias, no collagens, nothing like that. No heavy creams, just butter. Kerrygold butter, not some oily crap made of canola and stuff like that. Lidl's have a different brand. That's an Irish butter. Look for Irish cream butter. They are the ones that's usually just pure butter. Costco has a grass-fed one now that is the same amount that you get in it as you do Kerrygold, but it's only $9.99 versus the $16.99 that our Kerrygold is. And I'm excited because we're finally getting a Costco within a 20-mile drive. It's going to take a while to open, but I don't care because it's an hour and 15 or longer one way. So when I go to Costco, I buy 15 things of butter. And when it was as expensive as that was so crazy. Not all 15 is mine, 7 is mine, 8 is my mom's. So, but still, that's a lot. Like, I have to do this big, giant shopping haul because it's so far away. And now it's like closer than Sam's Warehouse. So I could go every day to Costco. I could even get a job at Costco because they pay really well. And it's next to the Amazon distribution center that's opening, and they pay really well with health benefits. Just saying. So I am excited that we're getting a Costco nearby. But mine is so hardcore, and I'm taking this off of Lebanon Keto's channel, Wendy and Harry, they're doing it so hardcore because they've been really messed up since getting the C word in January, and so was I, and I had it fixed, and then I got it again in July, and my weight started to go back up, and I got all messed up all over again. So I'm taking a note from their book. We're using it as a elimination diet. That's why we're not doing any mustard, because it has turmeric. Like, I am totally agreeing with them. If I'm going to just do these meats, then don't add any spices or any other little thing like that, so we can use it as elimination diet. I was sick all the time since July. Everything I ate, I almost puked up, and I couldn't figure out, is it anything I eat? Is it the time of day I'm eating? Is it just the type of food, or how much I'm putting in there? So that's what this diet's gonna help me do, figure that out, and hopefully heal my body some. Not sure if any weight's gonna fall off, because I've done it before and I've never lost weight on it. So I'm focused more on the gut part. I know for sure, and yes, you're supposed to eat the fat from the animal, from the beef, from the moo-moo, but I cannot, I'll throw it up. I've been that way since I was a little girl. My body will not process the only fat that I can process that's from an animal, like straight up from their body, is bacon. I can't even do pork belly. It has to be like totally cured, fried bacon. And let's get real, even if you eat a pound of bacon, there isn't, like, it's not, to me, it does nothing to my tummy. Like, I ate a pound and a half of bacon yesterday and nothing happened. So I know for sure I can have my bacon. I know for sure I can have my sirloin steak with no fat without being sick. Okay, I've done that for multiple days in a row of just those, and Himalayan salt only, okay? No other kind of salt, no nothing. No stomach issue. Even after eating a pound and a half of greasy bacon, because I cooked in the oven and it was greasy. And yeah, 9 of those pieces last night, or it might have been 10, was right before I went to bed, like at 10 o'clock at night, like 2 hours before bed. And if I had done that before, I would have been throwing up everywhere. So something in my diet is messing with my tummy, and I don't know what it is, because there were so many other products in there, right? I was doing all kind of things. Maybe I was having too much collagen. Maybe, like, I could do maybe all day long, but that's what this diet is for. You normally do it at least 30 days. You eliminate everything, then you slowly add, say, Kobe Jack cheese in for a day. Write down how you feel after you eat it. Write down how you feel the next day. Did your weight go up? How's your glucose? You know, you decide what science part you want to do with it. And then you decide, are you going to add that back into your diet or not? And the reason I say Kobe Jack, because when I've done this experiment before, it's where I learned I can't have any kind of white, anything like mozzarella, Asiago. Like, I could have Asiago and Hanover, cheese. I can't even say it. I could have those cheeses. I could have Gouda. But I don't know if I still can have them, because I noticed they started hurting my stomach when I would eat them. And I'm talking about just a slice on a burger. So we're not even talking about an ounce. It's like not even half an ounce. But was it the mustard? Because I had mustard too. So that's the whole point of this diet. Doing one thing at a time. It's going to take a lot of time to go through everything. So that's going to be an experiment. That's going to take a while to go through things. I'm going through the things I like the best. Things I like the best is what I'll be doing. I've already done like blood glucose tests against skinny syrups. But I don't know if they affect my stomach. Because I have them all the time and my tummy hurts all the time, and people said that can really affect your stomach. So we'll see. But I had cut down to only 2 tablespoons a day of it in my ice creams. Also, I eat raw eggs, so not right now. I'm not. So maybe the raw egg is making me sick, because I couldn't understand why no one's Kim Berry said, you know, cook the egg white, because I just heard Wendy say that, and Wendy explained it to me that the egg white traps the bacteria to protect it from whatever bacteria that might have been in there will be there, and it'll be tons of it. Like, that's a net for the bacteria. So maybe I should stop putting the egg white part in my ice cream and in my treats. I haven't done it since this challenge and since she told me that, because now I see it as a disgusting net filter thing in my head, and now I don't want to eat the egg white. But I've been eating it since I was a little girl. I have eaten raw eggs since I was a child. So when you see all those bodybuilders throw some raw eggs up in their shakes, and people be like, oh, that's so gross. I've been doing it since I was like 1 or 2. It's called cake batter, people. Okay, this girl has eaten so much cake batter. We had a fat girl from the time I was a little baby, and cookie dough, it's pure raw egg. What are you talking about? It ain't cooked. It is raw egg you're eating. Don't fool yourself just because it tastes like sugar and mixed up in dough. You think you don't eat raw egg? You know you do if you did that. Because everyone I know like the spoon of the cake batter, especially brownies. So we're all sitting there eating raw egg. You just don't think about it because you didn't just pour it in there. And let me tell you, it's amazing in coffee. It froths up so much on coffee, but everyone says the egg yolk by itself does the same thing, so I'm going to give it a shot. But first, I'm going to try eggs again. I'm debating to try them today or tomorrow. I might wait until tomorrow because I'm really scared that it could be the eggs. So, I finally found a brand that didn't make me sick, because eggs do make me sick. They have to be not just free roaming, because free roaming can mean they're still in a cage, which is a big one. Like a big giant factory thing. It has to be pasture raised, free roaming, organic eggs, meaning the chickens are running around the farm and they just get the eggs and they eat whatever they want. So that is the only kind of eggs I can eat without having a reaction. I have adverse reactions / allergies to eggs, unless it's a very stupid, expensive kind. And it's just because the stress hormone that is released into that egg from the quality living of the animal. Now, that might also be why I have to eat expensive meat, because the meats I literally eat, like I can't go to a restaurant without getting sick. No matter what I order, I'm going to get sick, because it ain't good quality meat usually. I am finding that I can eat almost anything when I go to the meat market here, because the meat market literally gets it from the ranch, like the farm. Literally, the farm is right here, within an hour drive. They butcher it up, bring it to a big giant full cow, minus the certain parts, and they just butcher it up right there in the butcher shop. So you are getting a very, very, very fresh, clean. They're expensive though. It is expensive compared to like going to buy bulk at a bulk store. But you know where it's coming, and you know it's being fed. You know the quality. You can drive by and see the areas that have it. I don't know exactly which farm it is, but if you've seen the farms in North Carolina, you see the cows rolling everywhere. Like they're just running all over their farm area. So as of right now, these are the things I know I can have. I'm also a little worried that the smoke salt did it, but I'm not going to blame it yet. I'm going to test it, just not yet. And y'all, it might have been because I was crazy, and I love that smoke salt so much that I used it a lot. I would pour it all over the meat, I would pour it on my bacon, I would pour it on the eggs, and then I would eat it with all of that smoked flavor. And yeah, I don't know. We're gonna find out. That's the whole purpose. Gonna find out. Gonna find out what's doing it. I've done an experiment with the Premier protein drinks in the past and more recent, doing the blood sugars to make sure it doesn't rise my sugar at all, make sure it didn't hurt my stomach at all. So I already know that it's not the Premier protein drinks. So that won't be something I add to test right away at all, because I've done it a billion times. It's never affected my stomach. I mean, it could be as simple as the 4 to 6 tablespoons of heavy cream I have a day, depending on if I've had ice cream coffee because I do 2 tablespoons of it in my ice cream, and then I did 2 tablespoons per coffee. It could be as simple as I can't handle heavy cream, and it just hurts my stomach all day long, and every time I eat something else, heartburn happens and nausea happens. That can be a thing, come to find out. So that's the whole point of this for me, to figure out what's going on with my stomach. And that's how, originally I wasn't going to do it because I never lose weight on it, and I really want to lose weight again. But I went in it with a different mindset, that, yeah, you want to be back into those small jeans and you can't stand the size you're in now. However, if we can heal our tummy and figure out what's making us sick and not eat that, it'll make losing weight easier in the future. Because I'm an undereater really badly because food makes me sick and I don't want to get sick. That's why I feel really like, yeah, my taste buds have changed. I got totally, okay, I have ADHD. I got totally sidetracked because what I was trying to say is I knew I would get headaches from starting the BBBE. I knew it would be about day 3, day 4, but it was day 2. But that's because I eased myself into it, and I actually kind of started before that. I just was allowing myself collagen still. Okay, so I also would not be this awake if I wasn't doing this challenge. I can tell you right now, I would be a zombie, and I have been waking up every morning early. What I wasn't expecting, because I've been keto so long and ketovore so long and not eating vegetables, I wasn't expecting, like, this happened when I did carnivore, but I really wasn't expecting it this time. On day 3, run into the bathroom multiple times because everything has become tar and liquid. I want it back out. And yes, you can expect not really going to the bathroom. Once your body gets used to that, you're barely going to go to the bathroom. You're going to pee a lot probably. But that hasn't been happening because I took the ibuprofen on day 2. It takes about a week to get out of my system. I'm hoping my skin clears up even better. Look, I love bell peppers and mushrooms and stuff, but I do know at least the bell pepper irritates my stomach. But sometimes I'm like, let's see how little bit I can get away with. Because I love it so much, right? So this challenge is going to change my taste buds. What I wasn't expecting was when I got into my bacon yesterday, that all of a sudden, okay, so when I got the C word in January, I couldn't stand the taste of bacon. I got it again in July and started being able to tolerate the taste of bacon, but it still didn't taste great to me at all. Okay, I still can't do chicken at all. It's disgusting now, and it was my favorite food in the world. Well, almost. Hot dogs were my favorite. But so yesterday, my bacon tastes like bacon. Finally since January, my bacon actually tastes like bacon. To me, bacon, the fatty bacon, is my favorite flavor in the whole entire world. It is amazing and yummy and delicious, and yesterday was the first day it's tasted that way since January. It tastes exactly like I remember. Y'all, like I said, I didn't get sleep. Don't yell at me for yawning. And this is the only time I have to record, so if it was loud with the car, I'm sorry. But that's why I ended up eating like 1.5 pounds of bacon, because it was so yummy I couldn't stop eating it. And I was like, oh my gosh. Now, you're not supposed to get onto yourself for eating. I was actually hungry when I ate the rest of the bacon. I was starving, and it might have been because I forgot to put butter on my steak. Okay, I had like that 6 inches of steak and totally forgot to put butter on it, which meant I was eating more protein and no fat. And I got really hungry about an hour after eating it, like insanely, stomach making tons of noise. I couldn't control the hunger, so I went in there and ate like half a pack of bacon. So when you weigh it after it's cooked, it weighs nothing. All that pound shrinks down to like 8 ounces. But I still count it as a pound because that's what it started off as. I don't do that with any other meat. I don't know why I do it with bacon. I probably shouldn't do it with bacon since I don't do it with my other meat. But it was so yummy. It's changing my taste buds drastically. My coffee, the black coffee, is even tasting different. The butter, like, I can taste things more. My taste buds are stronger, but I've also taken the paprika and all that away, like no other spices, right? And we could find out that the only thing making me sick was the friggin' paprika and black pepper I've been using, because since getting the C word, I added those two things back in, and I had not had them in my diet for over a year or two, because I always said they hurt my stomach. But I couldn't stand the taste of food, and I could taste the paprika, I could taste the pepper, so it over-seasoned my stuff a whole lot. So it might turn out that it's just seasoning and it's not any actual food. So that's the fun part of this. It's a mystery game. It's science, trying to figure out what it is. And the reason I've done just bacon and steak for so many days in a row, like Dr. Kimberly said, on how to tell something, she's like, if you eat it one time, okay, and you get sick, it could be just whatever. 2 times could be just a coincidence. 3 times, that's getting some steady data going on there. So you need at least 3 times of getting sick from one thing to be able to say, hey, I might have an issue with that. I might not be able to have that. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I've done multiple days of just those 2 things, so I can make sure, hey, you really can eat this and have no problem. And I proved that with the bacon yesterday, because before this challenge, if I went over 8 slices of bacon in one day, I was throwing up with horrible heartburn at night. So it wasn't the bacon causing it, it just made it seem like it because I was burping up bacon, but it was something else I had that actually caused it. And that's the whole thing, trying to find cause and effect, like what caused it. So that's the great part. So I'm gonna shut up because I can't stop yawning. Oh, good grief. It is 8:30 and I am finally starving. So we are having some air fried bacon. So I've been up for a little more than 2 hours. I want to eat within the first hour, but I consider my butter coffee this morning eating, because that's over 300 calories and a lot of nice fat. So this is just a part of it. It's complete chaos. I was going to try the eggs tomorrow, but I am starving and I can't just have bacon, and I cannot go make steak. The hamburger meat's completely frozen. So it is what it is. We're going to give it a try and see what happens with my stomach. It's just bacon, eggs, and Himalayan salt. And it's 4:30. Okay, let me tell you about my day really fast. I don't have a lot of time. The kittens got fixed. And they are wild. They're not supposed to be wild. They're not supposed to move for 4 to 5 days. They can rip it open because they use glue here. Not staples, not stitches. It is glue. The paperwork and them said over and over again, they have to be staying still for 5 days. How do you do that? We tried putting them in the cage and they went all crazy. But they made it through surgery. I just fed them some soft food, so now it's nap time. You saw the eggs and stuff. I got a tiny bit of heartburn, but I really think it was because I downed that food in less than 3 minutes, because I had to get back in here. And I was standing up, eating it, and swallowing and walking. So, I think that's why. I don't think it was from the eggs. We'll see later tonight. We'll see if the heartburn continues. And remember, I'm going to try it for 3 days in a row to see, because, coincidence, maybe, maybe not. Pattern. That's what we're working for, to see. So Dino's like, let's go really early, like 5 hours early before picking them up. We do. We go shopping. I start getting so sleepy that I'm falling asleep walking. Literally can't move my feet. walking because I only got a couple hours of sleep. I was miserable. Then remember in the beginning of the video where I talked about what happened yesterday when you eat a lot of fat and protein, you take all your carbs away and you have to run to the bathroom quickly? Well, that decided to continue today, all day, and I'm falling asleep, running to bathrooms, falling asleep, running to bathrooms. I was miserable. They called us at 2 o'clock or 1:40, somewhere around there. It's like, hey, they're ready to be picked up. Thank God. There's no way I was going to last till 4 because it's an hour drive home. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus, for answering my prayer, because I literally was in the bathroom praying that they would call. I was like, God, can you please make them call me, because there's no way I can stay here almost 3 more hours waiting for them. I just can't. I'm so sick. And within 10 minutes, the phone rang. They're done. And that's the first time that's ever happened. And they are shaved properly. Maybe because I complained. I literally said, someone literally shaved my cats way too much. All on the sides. Little friggin' triangles all on their side to the back of their spine, which is no reason. Bear's nipples got shaved 100% off. Not just nicked, I mean shaved off. So I kind of complained this time, and they are shaved completely properly. Their sides aren't shaved, just their belly where it's supposed to be. Their back isn't shaved. But now to keep them calm, because they are wild, y'all, wild. So, yes, I have heartburn. Yes, my tummy hurts, but like I said, it might be because I chugged my dinner. Anyways, I will talk to y'all later. I don't think I'll be filming anymore tonight, but if I do, you'll see it after this. If not, my weigh-in this morning was 183.4, but, you know, no sleep, and it was 6 a.m. when I weighed in. Alright, what I didn't have time for, or didn't go back to record last night, which you're still seeing in this video, I'm just recording it the next morning, is, after that video, it was about 7:10, by 7:20, I was passed out, sound asleep on the couch. My heartburn ended too. It only lasted a few minutes. It was like really fast. Fell asleep, woke up around 12:30, stayed up until 2 a.m., but during that time, I was starving again. I think it's because I really need to be able to eat more meat than just what I'm eating yesterday. Plus, I was dead exhausted yesterday. So I went ahead and ate another round of bacon and eggs, the same amount that I ate earlier. And I had zero heartburn, none at all. I didn't have to down it, and no heartburn. Fell back asleep around 2 a.m. after eating that with no problem. I don't know if I was just so dead exhausted or what, but I was able to fall asleep twice within seconds yesterday, and that is very unusual for me. It normally takes me hours and hours, but I was gone. I was out both times. Woke up, well, I won't even... That's today's video. We can't talk about today's video yet. So, because I just wanted to tell y'all this at the end, so y'all will know that I don't think I had any issues with the eggs at all. It was just because I stuffed them down, and I will probably have eggs and bacon today. Oh, nope. That's today's video, which y'all can't see. Here I am talking there. Let me end this video right now before I give everything away and 2 days become just one video. So... anyways, that's how my night went last night.